I think 2020 has taught us that there's no such thing as job security. With just one pandemic, it has wiped out so many jobs that we are at the highest unemployment rate for the past 30 years.
What should I invest in 2021?
I only got two simple answers on how you should invest in 2021. First thing is capital gains. The second thing is short term. Right? So what do I mean by capital gains? Is that there are two ways of how you can actually make money in any types of investments. First is you look in either do you invest to get cash flow coming into your life, or do you invest to get capital gains coming out of life. Now what is the difference? So if you talk about cash flow, it is about you looking for things that the money will come in over and over and over again. So I give you an example. If it's in property, then it will be rentals coming in, right? You buy a property because you want to have positive cash flow. After you pay off the loans of the banks, you're going to get positive rentals coming in every single month, and therefore that gives you a reoccurring money, cash flow. Or maybe you go into business, you buy an online business or something, and you get monthly returns coming out from it as well. Even in stocks, some people buy stocks because of the dividends that you get out after every single year. That's one of the ways of getting into investments. The other way of doing it is that you buy a property so you can sell, right? You buy it cheap today and then you sell it for a higher price tomorrow. Same with the stocks. You buy a stock at a low price today so you can actually sell it at a higher price later on, and vice versa for everything else. So in today's market, I always tell people you can forget about the dividends, you can forget about the rentals. I think this is the best time in today's time because of the current situation for you to buy low and sell high. Everything is actually very cheap right now. If you look into the stock market, it's adjusted downwards. Many of the years before, it was actually at all-time high. And then, as a matter of fact, last year you can see in March, many of the stock prices collapsed. So when times of crisis or uncertainty or pandemics like this, it's the best time for you to still pick up some very good stocks over there at a very good price. And as you can see from last year, the prices already went up already for some of them, and therefore a lot of people make profit in a very short period of time. It's the same with properties as well. You can imagine right now a lot of people are not buying properties, therefore there's very little demand. So a lot of these properties out there are actually going for very, very good price. It's a mega sale, in other words what I'm trying to say. And it's the best time for you to buy something at a very low price. Imagine if you bought a property today at about 100,000, 200,000, maybe in around 3 to 5 years time, you're able to sell it for about 400, 500,000. You easily make 100, 200,000 in your pocket today, just because you bought low at today's time and you're able to sell high later on. Now, why short term? Well, you don't really have to do it for short term. You can actually look for the long term. But why I'm saying short term is because this is a very rare moment in time whereby the market is actually shifting in a very fast pace. Now, if you look at very normal times, the market is very boring one. Go up a little bit every year as we progress on. But suddenly you see like last year, it dropped tremendously very low, and then it started to pick up again in terms of recovery. Now, that doesn't happen very often. We are still in a recovery process, so I believe that this year, the market will still continue to go up and swing up and down very fast. So if you're able to catch these moments over here, you don't have to wait 5 to 6 years to 10 years before you can make your money. As a matter of fact, as short as just 3 months to 6 months, you can easily get back the returns of what you usually do in a normal period of time.